We're just moving along. So you guys doing okay over here? I recognize you. You live in Savannah. Give yourselves a hand. All right, give everybody a hand. Please welcome our next contestant, Mark Brewster.
I'm glad I'm performing a little earlier because it's already like 30 minutes past my bedtime. So, I'm 15, and you might find it a little strange that I'm up here right now because I'm not technically even allowed to inhale in this room, let alone make jokes. But you know what? You might find it weird that I'm even doing stand-up comedy at such a young age, but you know, I'm really passionate about stand-up comedy. I love to make people laugh. I'm also extremely sarcastic. I'm really cynical. I'm overweight. The only person who finds me attractive is my mom, so everything feels right. Get things rolling. It's a beautiful night for a bunch of people who can't get a girlfriend to tell you what they think is wrong with society. So, like I said before, I'm a teenager, which is a great thing for nobody. Going through a lot of the changes of life, like, you know, I'm getting taller, my voice is getting deeper. I smell terrible all of the time. Deodorant is a magical thing. I put deodorant on at night just so I don't have to smell myself. And one of the worst feelings in the world that I've come to realize is that realization that you've forgotten to put on deodorant. Because when it happens, it's never a thing where you're walking out the door and you're like, oh, hey, I smell like a landfill. It's a thing where you're about midway through your day, you're doing your thing, do, and then it happens. Oh God, I've made a terrible mistake. And then you try to do something where you like clamp it into yourself. Hey guys, everything's normal, I'm not hiding anything. Hey Mark, can you get something on the shelf? Nope. So I go to Savannah Arts Academy. I'm a sophomore there. And one thing that people asked me when I was a freshman going in was if I was scared of hazing. And I told them, what are they going to do? It's an art school. They're going to write me a mean poem? They're going to perform a hurtful interpretive dance? Wrap me in ribbons all creatively? But there's a couple things that take a little getting used to. Like one thing I found kind of odd the first thing I was there is they have a separate student parking lot and they have a teacher's parking lot, which is, why would they really need that? But then you kind of realize that a teenager's very first car and a teacher's current car are pretty much almost exactly the same exact thing. There's only a couple differences that you can pick out that it's a teacher's car. Where one, it's usually a 90s model. It's got a 2008 Obama Biden sticker on it. And there's usually an empty bottle of alcohol on top of a pile of ungraded papers. If you're ever feeling depressed about your life, just look at a teacher's car. You'll feel better. One thing I've also learned is never underestimate the ability of stupidity. Even at an honor school, it's still very imminent. Like one time we were in history class, and someone asked, we were studying about the American Revolution, and someone asked, are we still allies with France? Yeah, that happened. But it'll never come close to what I consider the dumbest thing that anyone has ever said to me, which when I was, I think in 7th grade, there's a thing where, you know, everyone knows the fist pump. There's something that you can do where you try to like mess up the fist pump, like someone does it, and you go under it, like, oh, snail. So like that. I did that one time where someone like can't give the fist, and I grabbed their hand and I did this, like, oh, stick shift. And then he looked me right in the eyes, and he said, I find that offensive because my girlfriend's name is Mercedes. There's also, because Savannah is a college town, SCAD, there's a fun game that I like to play where it's look down the street and you see a person and you ask yourself, is that a SCAD student? Or is that a crack addict? Or both? Because sometimes it's really hard to tell the difference. Thank you all so much. You've been a great audience.